Once more is Emmanuel Obiagazie. Welcome to our legal clinic known as Obiagazie Legal Clinic. You see, what you're about to talk about today will stir a lot of controversies. Yes, it will. Some of you might disagree, but you need to know it. Because the intentions of this channel is to bring law to your doorstep. You keep hearing people saying every day, court marriage, we'll do court marriage, so that when something happens tomorrow, we share properties. You know, that is always what is at the back of so many persons. Some persons also, yes, they want to have that's what they call court marriage, so that their rights will be better protected under the law. However, there is nothing like court marriage. Take it anywhere. There is nothing like court marriage. As a matter of fact, marriages are not conducted in the courts. The business of the courts is the business of dispute resolution, enforcement of contracts, and so on and so forth. Advocacy. Marriages are not conducted. You can take your divorce to court. The court will handle it, but not marriages. Marriages are conducted at the registries and in the church. There are three types of marriage. You have the statutory marriage, which everybody call court marriage. It is otherwise known as statutory marriage. That is the name for it, or English marriage. Then you have customary marriage, and then you have Islamic marriage. These are the three types of marriage. However, what we're about to talk about today is what? Statutory marriage. Now, statutory marriage is what everybody knows as, the layman knows as court marriage. Like I said, there is nothing like court marriage. Now, why do people engage in statutory marriages? Must you go to the marriage registry to have a valid marriage? The answer to this question is no. You don't need to go do what? To go to marriage registry to have a valid marriage. If you are validly married in the Catholic Church, Anglican Church, some Pentecostal churches, you don't have any business with the marriage registry. So long as the priest or pastor who is officiating that marriage complied with the requirement of the law, they call marriage call and so on and so forth, and before conducting that marriage, obtained license for that marriage, and then issued with you with what is called marriage certificate in Form E. That marriage certificate is the most important thing. That is what makes it a valid English marriage. I'm not referring to the marriage certificate where you see a boy, one of you boy and a girl holding hands together. No. I'm referring to the marriage where you see marriage certificate in Form E. Probably they will write section 20 somewhere up there. Then you see marriage certificate in Form E. Most churches, why I mentioned these three churches is that these three churches are licensed place of worship. The ministers are licensed and they often comply with the requirements of the law before celebrating marriage. So when you are validly married in Catholic Church, in Anglican Church, and Pentecostal Church, you don't have business going to registry. Yes, I've seen scenarios of people after getting married in the church, they rush to register because they want to say, I did court marriage. And you still go there to still, what do you want to do there? You need to go and sign the same document you signed ab initio, or to snap pictures or what. No, you have no business. The only time when you are required to visit there is if you are married in churches that are not licensed place of worship. For instance, it's not all the church where you see people gathering and clapping hands and singing. It's not all of them that are licensed place of worship. Please ensure that the place is a licensed place of worship. Otherwise, what they merely did was to give blessing to your customary marriage. You see that certificate they used to give that has two people holding hands, and then if that is the only thing they gave you, what they just did is to bless your customary marriage and nothing more. So you need to go to the marriage registry and then comply with everything that are required, and then the marriage will be conducted and the valid license will be issued to you. Okay, then the essence of doing that is what? To have a marriage that is recognized under the law, to protect the parties in the marriage, not just the male and the female are both entitled to the benefits therein. Should in case there is divorce, who is meant to take care of each other? We'll talk about that one in others, but let me give a hint on it. If there is divorce, there is no law anywhere that states that it is the man that must place the woman on alimony. There is no law that states it is the man that must be maintaining the kids and so on and so forth. No, what the law requires is the party that earns more, the party that has more money. For instance, if your husband has been put out of job, shows that his account balance is reading zero, and then you are earning so much, and because you felt, oh, the money for which I went into this marriage is no longer there, let me divorce. You get then after your divorce, then you still want to punish him by making him pay your house rent, by making him maintain you. No. At the end of it, or you might even be the one that will place him on alimony. The lawyer knows what to do. So we are not here to, I won't tell you what the lawyer does, but I will tell you what you need to know. And then you consult a lawyer to put you through or to take the necessary steps to take. So if you're still confused as to this or as to the nature of the certificate or what you need to know about marriage, please let us know so that drop your comments, we would answer you, ask your questions, contact, reach out to us. However, know that this does not take the place of legal advice. So you can always reach out to lawyers when you have issues as to divorce, when you want to know if the marriage certificate given to you is a valid marriage certificate, so that when problem comes out tomorrow and they ask you, the lawyer that wants to do your divorce ask you, can I have the copy of your marriage certificate? And you bring that out paper which only gave blessings to customary marriage, thinking you have valid marriage certificate. So to avoid scenarios like that, you can consult lawyers, and then usually it's always given to the women to know whether what you have is valid, and then you know how to enforce your rights in your divorce.